Hi crafty friends, I am here to share a huge project I always go through these videos fast and I'm sorry, I don't know, I guess I think that the details or whatever I explain, to me it seems simple and like, I don't know, maybe you should know it. So I apologize for that. And I don't mean to like just whiz through stuff, but sometimes I'm going against time. And anyway, I just wanted to come on here and share what I have been working on for, I don't know, a couple weeks off and on. So this is the big stack. I used Mintay Joy of Life, and I used to be on their design team when they first started, when they first launched, and oh my gosh, the first launch was some of my favorite collections they had. So it was fun. I'm wondering anyway, so let me see if I can move some of this stuff out of the way so you can kind of see. So I created the slimline card, which you guys know I love using the Prima dolls, the Julie nutting. And so I layered with some rosette trim, some of my leaf trim, and then some lace. I had some flowers made that were in my stash that I've put away. They have a pearlescent sheen to them, which I love. I need to make more of those. I used some die cuts from the collection. Here are some flatback gems. And then this, I think, was from, gosh, what do you call it? Rosie's Studio. I can't remember which collection. Those are chipboard pieces. I have a flower here for the headband. And then more of the die cuts. I did prop that up on foam, layered it. I did mix it, this collection, a little bit with some, I don't even know where the paper pad is, that would match it. So here's a rosette I created. And then this one says, just for, especially for you. It's like a chipboard piece. And then I backed, the heart has a white glitter paper peeking through. And then here's some chipboard pieces, Rosie Studio. I have some tulle right here, and then the mesh. I really love these color combinations. So there's that. I did create this, oh gosh, I had all the dies out too. Scrap Diva Designs dies. Let me see if I can grab them. Oh, shoot. Let me see here. Okay, these are just some of the dies I used from Scrap Diva Designs. This is, I don't remember what it was called, but this was from the very beginning of when I started ordering from Scrap Diva Designs, and I didn't know how I was going to store stuff, so I didn't keep the packaging. And anyway, so I have a coupon code you can use. I will leave that in the description. And anyway, so here's that gift box. And then I put in a bunch of my handmade flowers. I don't know if you can see. I'm not going to take them out. I did line it with some acetate so you can peek through. Here are some vellum flowers I made with Scrap Diva Design. Floral. Gosh, I had those. I was putting stuff away. Oh, here it is. Okay, here's that flower. Really love that one. And this one's the open petal flower. I really love how the vellum turned out. And then I used a flat back pearl. And then this chipboard is from Rosie's Studio. I cut out some leaves, and then here's some trim. I just tied it kind of loosely. So there's that. I did create this cute little card. Just layered it with some die cuts, and then some floral dies. I made floral flower, just like the vellum flowers here, and then the pearlescent flower. I layered it, and then this chipboard pieces from Rosie's Studio, and then some tulle from Renee Bouquets. And then it is blank. I created this pocket, which like I said, that one, oh, maybe it's right there. Oh, right here, I have the stack. It was on the side. So I used this die set. This one is called the Loaded Pocket Trio Large. And I used this one to create it. There's the back. And then I have this little pocket. And then I created some sentiment cutouts, word cutouts, and then layered it with some foam. Snail mail, open me, pen pal, happy mail, and paper hugs. And I don't remember if that was Scrap Diva Designs. Like I said, when I first started out, I wasn't sure how to store my dies, and I just took it out of the packaging. So I think I actually have 2 sets of those, I don't know, or something similar. Then I placed a flower there and some floral clusters, and it says, "You're the best," and some tulle here. These flowers I got from somebody during one of my challenges. And then there's the back. And then I am gifting this. This, by the way, is going out to Jules Watson, and I'm doing a swap with her. When I reached out to her, because I don't know who you people are, so anyway, I found her and I started chatting, and I said, oh, we should do it, because I really love her style. It's like what I love. Anyway, I said, oh, we should do a swap, and then I found out she was in Australia, and I was like, oh no, the shipping is going to be crazy. So anyway, she's like, oh yes, I would love to. And so anyway, I've been working on, I feel bad because she mailed hers out way before I got mine finished, and I just have one thing after another coming up. So, and then the last couple days I hadn't been feeling good. Anyway, so here's a bag topper I created. I layered it with some floral flowers I created, the leaf, and then this heartfelt is from Rosie's Studio, a ruffle die layered with some tulle. And then I'm actually not going to take Let's see. I don't like taking these out because it crinkles the iridescent bags and leaves marks on them, so I'll try to be careful here. So I created this shaker. This is a Scrap Diva Designs. Let me see if I have it in the pile here. Oh yeah. So it's this die, and this one's a heart bottle shaker set. I've had it in my stash for months, and I finally got to use it. And then here's one that is undecorated. And then here's that one. And then these vellum flowers kind of get bent around, but you can kind of fluff them out. And then here is some dies, some embellishments I created. And here, this one is the Scrap Diva Designs. I don't know if I have that one handy. I don't see it here. I believe it's Scrap Diva Designs. I can't remember. I know this one is. Anyway, I just layered it with a bunch of dies that I cut out, and then this die set from the collection. This one is a ruffle embellishment. Can place it on a bag topper. Just layered lots. I'm trying to hurry before my family comes home, so they just come barging in and start talking. So that's part of the reason why I do go quickly, because for some reason I can't do it before, you know, hours before they get home. So anyway, I created this, I don't know what you call this, like a little pouch. I have some butterfly rosettes in here. I'm not going to open it up. There's a vellum flower, and I just cut out a bunch of different leaves with different paper. This, like I said, it's one of my favorite collections because I just love the colors, and it says happiness and layered with some tulle. And then here is a bag topper that I didn't glue on to, you know, stick it to the bag here. This is one of my favorites. I'm sure you guys get tired of hearing that. One of my favorite dies from Scrap Diva Designs. And it is the sunflower bag topper. So I see a pearl has fallen off here. Maybe if I remember, hopefully I remember to glue something there, maybe a flat back. Just layered it with some tulle from Renee Bouquet, some leaf trim, rosette trim from my stash, and then Open Me, one of those word dies, and then just layered it with a bunch of the sunflower die, and then I created these buttons with the collection. So there's that. And then this one here is, I made the belly band a little too big, so I thought, well, I'll just put this bulldog clip on. And I just, it was simple. I just used some scraps, a rosette, some tulle, and then one of the vellum flowers. And then this is on vellum. It came like this. I don't know if it's for cards or what, but anyway, I thought I could use it. I did create some banners using Rosie Studio word, chipboard pieces, and then use some scraps from the collection of Mintay. Of course, it doesn't want to go on. Okay, there's that. And then I created this memory decks, which let me see if I have that die here. Oh, I did with those banners. I did use Scrap Diva Designs, and it is the pin flags, it's called. I think there's 2 sets in that one. I don't remember. And then this is always one of my favorite die sets to use to make memory decks, because there's so many things you can do with it. I don't know what the name of it is, but it creates a pocket. Gosh, I think that's the one. Honestly, I think it's just the backing, and then I used another one of her die sets to create it. Like I said, I've been working on this off and on, so that's why I can't ever remember. And then I've been cleaning my room sometimes, and so anyway, there is a pocket. I have some floral flowers I created, and then another vellum. Here's, I need to glue this leaf down. I think it's gonna break. Some of those flowers I got from somebody for my challenge. Here's a sequence mix that I used for some of the projects. And then a flower here, some trim from Renee Bouquets. Here's a flat back heart, some buttons. I love buttons, and I always forget to use them. I just love texture and layering. This flower is from somebody who joined my challenge. I don't remember. It's vellum with some ink around it. It was really pretty, in one of those metal centers. There's the back. And then this Hello epoxy sticker is from Rosie Studio. And then I created this bow pocket, very simple. And then I have a dangle that I created using, whoops, this is upside down, Happy Crafter Shop. I forgot what it's called, but it has a chain, and it's ready to just hook your beads on. So anyway, I posted that, not a tutorial, but what I created. I created this box. It's supposed to be used for foam tape, but I used mine as something to hold the trim that I'm sending, and I layered it here. This could be reused. I just kept it pretty plain. And then I did create this charm sort of thing. I'm not very good at them, but anyway, at least I'm trying. So I used some of my beads. I made a tassel from some trim. And then here is Julie. I don't know if you can see that. And then this keychain. So there's that. And then I have 2 more things here to share. Okay, so I used, let's see, where is this die? I wanted to use so many die. I got a bunch of them out. I wanted to just go crazy. So this is, I don't remember if it was something loaded banner die set, and this was one of the first few dies I bought from Scrap Diva Designs. And oh, here's that little bead. So here I created the box. I really love these. They're kind of a pain to put together, but it does take time. So I made it a shaker, and then I layered it with some dies and chipboard from Rosie Studio, a butterfly fabric applique butterfly, and then some leaves here. And these flowers keep popping off the centers here, the beads. So this opens up. I actually put a little, I didn't make it long enough, but a little tab here, and then I decorated it. And then on the inside, I did use Scrap Diva Designs. I think it's the, oh man, I cut off the, I don't remember if it was the shabby, a double loop or double something shabby bow. I hadn't used it for a while, so I thought this would be a fun add to the swap project. So I kept them plain, so that way maybe she can use them, decorate them if she wanted. So there's that. And then I did create this suitcase. There's so many things. Like I said, I wanted to keep on going, but it costs money to send international. So anyway, I had to stop. So here is the top. I used some die cuts, another vellum flower. This is Renee Bouquet's Tiny Treasures butterfly. Some flowers here, a rosette in the background. These chipboard pieces are from Rosie's Studio, and then some tulle in the back and mesh. And then this circle in the background, it's a vellum circle. Just really plain here, just flat back. And then there's the bottom. I love this. It's been in my stash for a few months now, and I figured I need to get that out so I can see if I can actually do it, because when they have a lot of pieces, it messes with me. So anyway, so I have some trim here I'm sending. And I couldn't find my pin, so I put some tape on. I know that's kind of tacky, but like I said, I'm still organizing my room, and every time I work on a project, it just messes with that too. So here's some rosette trim I'm sending, and then this right here. There's some lace trim here, and then some leaf, and then some really thin glittered one. So there is that. And hopefully we'll remember to take a picture before I empty everything, because I tend to put everything away. I'm like, oh, darn it, I forgot to take a picture. And it's hard to showcase everything. But anyway, I hope she likes it. I told her I was really scared, because she does some unique things with her swaps, and anyway, I can't wait to see her open this. And anyway, Jules, I hope you enjoy what I sent you. This is a project that is truly what I love, and the colors especially. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a fun crafty day. Hopefully I was in frame for most of the video. It's hard. Like I said, I try to keep in frame. My setup still, I'm not used to. Let's see if I can move. Hopefully I was in frame. I forgot to check. So I hope you guys are having a fun crafty day, and thanks for stopping by. Happy crafting.